WineText is Leone d'Oro, Fili d'Italia, Chianti Classico Riserva, 2011. So if you're not familiar with Chianti, first is it's a town within Tuscany. So you're familiar with Tuscany, you have Tuscan Roscoes, Super Tuscans, Brunello, the Montalcinos, but this is another town, Chianti, which is probably the most familiar and the most popular style that comes out of that region. This is 100% Sangiovese from 2011, which was a good vintage, but this is a Riserva, so it spends a little bit more time in oak and has used some of their best grapes that they have available to them. Everything is estate grown in this winery. It's a very small production. There's only about 1,700 cases of this Chianti made, which in the world of Chianti is a lot smaller than most of the other producers that you may know. Ruffino and a lot of the other guys that make wine they're still great wines, are made on a way larger scale than something like Leone d'Oro. 100% Sangiovese, so you have a fuller, medium to fuller body wine with plenty of red fruit up front and a lot of acidity. Out of all the red grapes in the world, I would possibly debate that Sangiovese has the highest acid out of all of them. We always talk about food and wine that goes together. High acid wines go really well with high acid foods, and that's why Italian wines tend to have a lot of acid in them. So that's why you have pasta sauces, and you have a lot of tomatoes, and you have a lot of spice and things of that nature. These wines go really well with foods of that nature. This is a pizza wine, this is a pasta wine, all those things together, and when you think of Italian foods, go really well. 2011, it's a good year, but now mentioning that it's going on 9 years old, is really settling into its kind of prime drinking period. That high acid in the Sangiovese allows the wine to age for a long period of time, which is why this wine is drinking really well right now. Lots of red fruit up front, a lot of earth tones on the back end. With the aged wine like this, you get a lot of that kind of leathery, earthy nuttiness that comes through more from the terroir, that goes really well with the bright fruits that are up front on the palate. So yeah, really cool wine that I think you guys will really like and be able to stay. I would drink it now, decant it for a little bit, and it'll be really drinking really well.